untangle all of those. Okay, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us on a cold winter morning. With the cold, we usually get a little bit of snow, and that's what we're looking for this weekend. The kids love the snow days, and kids and adults love the sledding opportunities. And our friends in the media, certainly, especially on TV, love going into storm mode and sending our folks in droves to the grocery stores. But all kidding aside, we really appreciate our relationship with the media. It's important when we're staring down bitter cold temperatures and snow accumulation that we can get our message out to people and let folks know what's going on in our community. And this is an important opportunity to do that. So we want to make sure that everybody knows that St. Louis County is prepared no matter where you stand on the coldest season of the year. We want to make sure that you're informed, you know what St. Louis County is doing to keep people safe. The forecast is ominous. We know that tomorrow and Sunday morning we could wake up with several inches of snow on the ground, bitterly cold temperatures which will make driving extraordinarily hazardous. St. Louis County Transportation and Public Works road crews maintain 3,200 miles, lane miles of roadways. We're preparing for the storm. We're prepping the roads. We're getting ready for to clear the subdivisions and to clear the lane miles. Let me take it. Let me help you here.
All right, thanks.
We'll be right back. We're going to make an adjustment here. We want Channel 2 to be a part of our press conference. So 3,200 lane miles, that's like driving from Orlando, Florida to Seattle, Washington. You can imagine how many trucks it takes to cover those roads. We'll have over 100 out. We'll have over 100 trucks out this weekend doing that important work. So we're here today to help you understand what's happening, to remind you what we need from you and your partnerships to keep everybody safe this weekend. Our Transportation and Public Works Director, Stephanie Leon Streeter, is here today. We're grateful for her work and her leadership of this department, especially in these times of inclement weather, and she'll tell you a little bit about what our staffing crews are doing to prepare for the storm. Ever since I became county executive back in 2019, I wanted to get behind the wheel of a snowplow and help out. It's really important to me to understand what our employees do, and it's really important for me to understand what it means to drive a snowplow and keep our roads cleared. So last winter, on a Sunday morning, my schedule aligned with an opportunity to help, and I got to get out and clear a couple of arterial roads and to also clear a subdivision street. And our crews in the Transportation and Public Works told me that the roads were better off after I plowed them than before. So I have the green light now to help out again if I have that opportunity. And I do enjoy understanding what our road crews do, but I also want to deliver another message that keeping our roads clear and driving a snowplow is not easy, and we need the help and the partnership of our residents to get that done. So we're asking you to make way for our snowplows, to make room for them on the roadways, and to move your cars off of the subdivision streets. Don't park on the streets, park in your driveway. That makes it more efficient, easier, safer for our snowplows to clear the subdivision streets. It also will keep your car from being snowed in by a snow plow moving snow. So with me here today, in addition to Stephanie from Transportation of Public Works, is Ryan Pierce, who is our Manager of Operations. They're here to answer questions and tell you a little bit about what they're doing to be prepared. And we also have Kevin McKenna, who is our Acting Director of our Department of Human Services. He'll tell you what St. Louis County is doing to help the unhoused on this very difficult weekend that's ahead of us. Stephanie, come on up.
So as Dr. Page said, thank you for being here and help us spread the message that we need folks to remain safe in their travels and stay off the road if they can so that we can get the roads cleared. It's going to be a big storm. We're anticipating 6 to 12 inches in our area. It's going to take us some time to get the roads cleared and keep them cleared. So the best thing that folks can do is stay off the roads to allow us to do that. Keep your cars, as Dr. Page said, off the subdivision streets and on driveways so we can keep those roads cleared. Please don't assume that your safest place when you're out on the roads is behind a snowplow or around a snowplow, because that's not true. They can't see you, they're busy, they're working to keep the roads cleared, so stay back and away from those folks. Let them do their jobs and let them be safe in doing their jobs. We will continue at the storm and treatment until we get roads cleared. We probably, if everything comes in as predicted, will continue to work through next week to get the roads cleared. So this is going to be potentially tough. It's a lighter snow, it's a fluffier snow, but there's still opportunities for snowpack if you're driving on the roads before they're completely cleared. It's colder, so the treatment that we provide is going to not work as well. So it's just going to be difficult, and we're going to continue at it until we have as clear of roads as possible, and we just ask you to give us the space to do that work.
Hello, I just want to say, this storm is being well predicted, and we're going to be pre-treating the night before. So we're going to have rock salt on the roads that we maintain with liquid calcium because of how cold it's going to be. And, this is going to be a significant snow, so windrows in front of mailboxes and driveways are going to be inevitable. It is the residents' responsibility to take care of those areas. But if you call us, we'll be happy to take your calls and investigate any service requests that you may have. But I do ask, please be kind to our dispatchers as they take a lot of calls, and they will be happy to help you, and just be kind. And I appreciate everybody being patient with us and giving us time to clear all this snow off. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Page, and thank you, everybody, for being here to highlight what St. Louis County is doing for our residents, including our unhoused and most vulnerable neighbors ahead of this storm. The Department of Human Services is proud to be the lead agency of our county continuum of care, which includes an extensive network of nonprofit and other organizations that provide shelter and supportive resources for our unhoused year-round. And we are fortunate this year again to be partnering with the Salvation Army's Family Haven to provide 24/7 warming shelter services over the winter months. They've been operating since November, so they are ready, and they are gearing up for this latest round of cold and dangerous weather. That shelter is located at 10740 Page Avenue, and they offer services including hot meals, laundry and shower and telephone access, and an array of case management and other wraparound services to support the unhoused. In addition, walk-in day services are available at Loaves and Fishes on Mondays through Fridays, 9 a.m. to 4:30. Their location is at 2055, and they also can connect residents to shelter and other services, as well as transportation, and you can call them at 314-279-7143. Again, these agencies provide these services year-round, including supportive and transitional housing, and we are very fortunate at DHS to have additional support in the form of special program funding in our supportive housing program to, again, increase capacity during these critical months. You can find a comprehensive list of other shelter locations operating in the county and throughout the region at the United Way's website, and residents can call 211 for themselves or anyone they encounter who may need help during the storm. And importantly, we know that the needs of our unhoused are not resolved by just one night in a warm bed. So we hope that any residents accessing our services over the next few days are able to get connected to other supportive services to help stabilize their situation over the coming after the storm has passed. So thank you all again for raising awareness and keeping our residents informed, and we will be sharing more information throughout the coming days on our Department of Human Services social media pages. Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. Before we open this up for a tour of our Public Works facilities and our snowplow operation or salt operation, I want to leave everyone with a couple reminders. First, the roads are going to be bad this weekend, so we're asking you, if you don't have to drive, you don't have to get out, stay home. If you have to get out, you have to drive to go to work or for an emergency, give yourself plenty of time and move slowly. Give way to our snowplows and let them clear the roads. Try to stay out of their way as much as possible, and give yourself plenty of time to get where you're going. On your subdivision streets, please don't park your cars on the street. If you have an option, park your cars in your driveway. That'll make it safer and easier for our snowplows to move through the subdivision streets, and it will keep your car from being blocked in. And finally, remember your pets. Pets are like people. This bitterly cold weather will bring them health hazards and health risks very, very quickly. So keep track of your pets, more so than usual. If you let them outside, get them back in quickly. And remember that they don't tolerate this bitterly cold weather any better than people. And with that, I'd be glad to answer any questions.
It seems like there's a different approach in the region. Some are pre-treating, some are not, or are waiting, like you are, to pre-treat. I wonder if you can kind of speak to how that came to be.
Well, I'd let one of our experts talk about that. Right?
Yeah. So we will be pre-treating tonight. So we try to time when we start our pre-treatment to correspond when we expect the precipitation to come in. Because we don't want to treat too early and have the salt that we put down get knocked off by traffic.
You know, there might be different strategies depending on the volume of traffic on the road, and you might be seeing some of that in different local governments do it that way. Any other questions?
Do you have an approximate timeline for finishing like arterial routes and getting those plowed?
Come on up here, Ryan, to the microphone.
Yes, sure. So this is going to be a storm that's going to be continuous pretty much from Saturday morning through the day Saturday with a lull, and then through Sunday. So we're just going to be working it continuously, essentially as we're plowing, it's still going to continue the snow. So once the storm is done, hopefully, you know, our goal is to keep up with it, so we will have the arterials open the entire time. That's our goal. For pre-treating, it usually takes us about 8 to 10 hours to do our entire system.
Yes. Ryan? Yes. Ryan, come on back. You're popular.
Sorry.
Oh, no.
Kevin. Kevin McKinnon, come on up.
Health and Human Services.
Health and Human Services.
Yes.
Kevin, right?
Yeah.
About the unhoused, are you guys going around trying to find people and bring them in, or is it just, you're just asking people if you know anybody out there, get them to a shelter? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so Human Services, we have a wide array of organizations that we partner with through the continuum of care. Specifically, Loaves and Fishes provide street outreach services, so you can call them. And again, any resident is encouraged to call 211 for themselves, or if you notice somebody that might need help, that's a great place to go.
And then what happens once you get somebody in to the shelter? How long are they allowed to stay? What kind of services in there do they have from the county?
So each shelter will probably have different regulations around hours of operation and stays and intake. But again, for the Salvation Army Warming Shelter, their services include hot meals throughout the day, access to laundry and shower services, access to telephones, obviously a warm bed to sleep in. And then again, too, these organizations also have case managers on site to help provide wraparound services or get them connected to some more permanent supportive resources to stabilize their situation after the storm has passed.
And also speak to, we're going to have sub-zero wind chill temperatures the next days. How dangerous is that?
Well, I could just say I stepped outside this morning and felt very cold, so I can't imagine. I imagine it's very dangerous for any human being. So yes, of course, we feel for anybody who is out exposed to the elements over these next couple of days, and so we encourage everybody to do what they can to get them connected to support.
And how about people with pets that are, might be unhoused, they have a pet, is the county taking care of that too? Or is that-
Again, that would be up to each individual shelter, so as soon as a resident gets connected to one of those agencies, they'll be able to inform them about if pets are allowed or not.
Anything else you want to add about the whole unhoused that we didn't ask?
No, we appreciate the awareness. Thank you.
How many emergency beds will the county be providing for like emergency women's shelter?
So in general, the agencies that we fund directly, we know of at least 300 or so, and the additional capacity that we provide through the warming shelter services includes an additional about 50 or so beds across different entities. Again, this doesn't necessarily include all shelter beds throughout the county, because there are, of course, other entities that are operating that we may not necessarily get reported on. So.
Thank you. Any other questions about the roads or for Human Services for the unhoused?
Do you anticipate any staffing shortages this weekend across the clouds?
We have the staff to cover our services this weekend. We'll see how it goes into next year, but this weekend we're covered.
I know last season you guys were looking to hire more drivers and stuff like that. Are we all up to speed?
We do have some contracts for folks. I don't know the status of that. Do you know that?
So we have individual folks that we brought in under contract, and then we do have a contract with an entity up north that brings in about 5 drivers, I think, up north. So we have, through these means and methods, we have all of our trucks filled. So we're in a good place this year, better than past years.
Did it help that we had snow during Thanksgiving? Did that help to have an early snow this year?
You mean like a practice run?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We practice in August. We run our routes and make sure everybody knows where they're going. But yeah, sure. A pilot project, a small event for a big event, gives people a chance to stretch and exercise a little bit. We have a pretty sophisticated crew in St. Louis County. They're very dedicated. They take this very seriously. They watch the weather closely. They map this out. They're prepared. They've got it down to the hour as to what they need to be doing when. And we have very good long-term county employees. And then we have some contracted employees that we reach out to if the volume of work is more significant.
What time will continuous operations for this storm start?
I think we're locked now. When do we go on? When we go online for prep?
So pre-treating, we're starting tonight. We're going to call out the PM crew. They're going to get rolling at 7. They're going to be treating the entire system. And we will call in our AM crew. They report at 7 o'clock, and they will be on because there is supposed to be some snow potentially starting in the earlier morning hours, with the bulk happening later morning around 11 o'clock. So we're going to have the folks on hand ready to do their job on a continuous basis.
So we're ready for a significant snow event this weekend. The 1982 snowstorm kind of caught us off guard a little bit. We knew we were going to get a snow, but we didn't expect that. So we could always be surprised with more than we expected. But for a moderate to significant snowstorm, we'll be prepared this weekend and we'll get the roads cleared. But we do need your help. We do need help our county residents to keep the cars off of the subdivision streets whenever possible. Park them in your driveway so our plows can get through and clear your street. It's going to be cold, so you want to get that snow cleared while we have a chance to do it. And please give way to the snow plows when they're on the arterial roads so they can they can get the roads clear and make it easier for everybody to get around. If you don't have to be out this weekend, please stay home. If you have to be out because it's an emergency, then give yourself a whole lot of extra time and plan on moving slowly and be safe. Thank you.